Buying a used car without checking the vehicle history report is like buying a house without an inspection. Yet 40% of used car buyers skip this critical step and end up with vehicles that have hidden flood damage, previous accidents, or odometer fraud. There's one specific thing you absolutely must check before handing over your money. And it's not the engine, not the tires, and not even a test drive. I'm talking about running a comprehensive vehicle history report using the VIN number to uncover the car's complete documented past. This 17-digit code unlocks a database of information, including accident history, title status, service records, ownership history, and whether the car was ever flooded, salvaged, or stolen. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, approximately 1 in 6 used cars for sale has a hidden problem that a history report would reveal. That's millions of vehicles with undisclosed damage being sold every year. A vehicle history report costs $30 to $40 and takes 5 minutes to run. But it can save you thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars by exposing problems the seller won't tell you about. Keep watching, because I'm going to explain exactly what information these reports contain, which service to use, how to interpret the results, and the specific red flags that should make you walk away immediately. Hey, if you like this kind of straight-to-the-point content with no BS, help me out here. Subscribe to the channel right now. It takes 2 seconds and guarantees you won't miss any tips that could save you some serious cash. Let me start by explaining what a vehicle history report actually is and why it's become the single most important tool in used car buying. Every vehicle manufactured since 1981 has a unique vehicle identification number, or AVIN. This 17-character code is like a social security number for cars. It's stamped on the dashboard, visible through the windshield, on the driver's door jamb, and on official documents like the title and registration. This VIN is connected to a massive database system that tracks major events in a vehicle's life. When a car is in an accident and an insurance claim is filed, that gets reported to the database. When a title is issued or transferred, that's recorded. When a vehicle is serviced at dealerships or many independent shops, those service records are logged. When a car is declared a total loss by insurance, that status is permanently attached to the VIN. When odometer readings are reported during title transfers or inspections, those create a mileage history. All of this information is compiled by companies like Carfax and AutoCheck, which are the 2 major vehicle history report providers in the United States. These companies aggregate data from thousands of sources, including state DMVs, insurance companies, auto auctions, service facilities, police reports, and fire departments. When you pay for a report, you get access to everything that's been documented about that specific VIN. The cost is typically $30 to $40 for a single report. Though both companies offer packages if you're shopping multiple vehicles. Some dealerships provide free Carfax or AutoCheck reports for their inventory, but you should always run your own independent report as well, because dealers sometimes use selective reporting or older reports. Now let me explain exactly what information you'll find in a comprehensive vehicle history report and why each section matters. First, title information. This shows you whether the title is clean, salvage, rebuilt, flood, lemon law buyback, or has other brands. A clean title means the vehicle has never been declared a total loss by insurance. Any other title brand is a major red flag. Salvage titles mean the car was damaged so severely that insurance deemed it not worth repairing. Even if it's been fixed and has a rebuilt title, these vehicles are worth significantly less and can have hidden damage. Second, accident history. The report shows reported accidents including the severity, whether airbags deployed, and the estimated damage cost. Not all accidents are deal breakers, but you need to know about them. A minor fender bender with $500 in damage is very different from a front-end collision with $15,000 in structural damage. Major accidents can cause lasting problems with alignment, frame integrity, and safety systems. Third, odometer readings. The report creates a timeline of recorded mileage from title transfers, inspections, and service records. This helps you spot odometer rollback fraud when someone illegally turns back the odometer. If you see mileage readings that go backward or jump unrealistically, that's fraud. The NHTSA estimates that over 450,000 vehicles per year are sold with rolled back odometers, costing consumers over $1 billion annually. Fourth, ownership history. You'll see how many previous owners and in which states it was registered. Multiple owners in a short time can indicate problems. You'll also see whether it was used as a rental, lease, commercial vehicle, or personal use. Rental cars and fleet vehicles often have harder lives. Fifth, service and maintenance records. Many reports include documented service visits. This shows whether the car was maintained properly. Regular oil changes and scheduled maintenance indicate proper care. Sixth, recall information. The report shows any open safety recalls that haven't been completed. You can get these fixed free at dealerships. Seventh, theft records. The report shows if the vehicle was ever reported stolen. Eighth, structural damage indicators. Some reports include information about frame or structural damage from accidents. This affects safety and can cause ongoing mechanical problems. Ninth, total loss and insurance events. Anytime insurance declared the car a total loss, that's documented. Now let me explain the specific red flags you should never ignore when reviewing a vehicle history report. First and biggest red flag is any salvage, rebuilt, flood, or branded title. These vehicles should be avoided unless you're specifically looking for a project car and know exactly what you're getting into. They're worth 30 to 50% less than clean title vehicles and will be nearly impossible to resell. They also may have safety issues and hidden damage that manifests over time. Second major red flag is flood damage. Even if a flood-damaged car has been cleaned and appears to work, water damage causes electrical problems, corrosion, and mold that appear months or years later. Hurricane Harvey in 2017 and other major floods have put hundreds of thousands of flood-damaged vehicles into the used car market. Carfax estimates that over 350,000 flood-damaged vehicles are currently being offered for sale, many with the flood damage hidden. A history report that shows the car was registered in a flood zone during a major flood event is a warning sign. Third red flag is multiple severe accidents. One minor accident might be acceptable, but a car that's been in 3 or 4 accidents is a problem vehicle. Each accident increases the chance of lasting damage and indicates the car has had a hard life. Fourth red flag is odometer discrepancies. If the mileage timeline doesn't make sense or shows backward movement, that's fraud. Walk away and report it to the NHTSA. Fifth red flag is too many owners in too short a time. If a 3-year-old car has had 4 owners, each person discovered problems and sold it quickly. Sixth red flag is rental or heavy commercial use. Rental cars are driven hard by people who don't own them. Delivery vehicles and taxis accumulate wear much faster than personal use vehicles. Here's exactly how to use vehicle history reports in your buying process. Before you even go look at a car, ask the seller for the VIN. Any legitimate seller will provide it. Run the report before wasting time visiting. If the report shows major red flags, don't bother looking in person. If the report is clean or shows only minor issues, proceed to inspection. When you meet the seller, verify that the VIN on the car matches the VIN on the report. Check the dashboard VIN, door jamb VIN, and title to make sure they all match. VIN cloning is a scam where criminals put a clean VIN from one car onto a stolen or salvaged car. Physically verify all 17 digits match. Print the report and bring it with you. Ask the seller about anything concerning in the history. If they claim an accident never happened, but the report shows it did, that's dishonesty and you should walk away. Even with a clean history report, you still need a professional pre-purchase inspection by a mechanic. The report tells you what's documented, but a mechanic can find current problems not in any database. Budget $100 to $150 for this inspection. Which service should you use? Carfax is the most well-known and has the largest database. AutoCheck is owned by Experian and provides more auction data. Both are legitimate. Run both if you're serious about an expensive vehicle. For $30 to $40 that could save you $10,000 in problems, always pay for the full report. One important limitation: history reports only show what's been reported to databases. If an accident happened with no insurance claim and no police report, it won't appear. If service was done at shops that don't report to databases, you won't see it. The report is valuable but not omniscient. This is why mechanic inspection remains critical even with a clean report. Let me give you a real example. A buyer was looking at a 2018 Honda CR-V with 40,000 miles listed for $22,000. He ran the Carfax report, which cost $40. The report showed the vehicle had a branded title as flood damage from Hurricane Ian in Florida. This was not disclosed by the seller. The buyer walked away. That $40 report saved him from a $12,000 mistake and future electrical problems, corrosion, and mechanical failures. So here's the bottom line. Never buy a used car without running a vehicle history report first. It's the single most important step in used car buying. Get the VIN from the seller before you visit. Pay $30 to $40 for a comprehensive Carfax or AutoCheck report. Look for red flags including salvage titles, flood damage, severe accidents, odometer fraud, and excessive owners. Verify the VIN on the physical vehicle matches the report. Ask the seller about anything concerning. Even with a clean report, get a pre-purchase inspection from a mechanic. This process protects you from fraud, hidden damage, and expensive problems.